Hi, my name is Johnny Yang, and I will be answering some questions about veganism. First question: what is my relation to veganism? It's fairly new. I think um, I think 3 or 4 months ago, I didn't care too much about it. I love meat, eating meat, um, and yeah, I heard of veganism, and I didn't hate on it. I mean, it just wasn't for me until I took the challenge and tried it. And because a few of my friends were plant based or vegans and or transitioning, and um, I just thought I'd try it because I didn't want to doubt. I didn't want to say I couldn't do it. So I did it for a month and a little over a month and enjoyed it. So now, I mean, for me, it's been a good process um, to continue to transition to veganism or plant based. Um, the transition wasn't too difficult. I think the hardest part of it was just um, figuring out different recipes and meals and what to eat, and most of my meals or my protein replacement were from frozen food from Target. Meatless meatballs or meatless ground meats and stuff like that, or uh, vegan chicken nuggets. And so that was a little difficult. And then the other difficult part was I was always gassy. I was gassy all the time, and it was not fun to be passing gas all the time at work and at home, and it stunk. It really stunk, and I think legit for 2 to 3 weeks straight, I was just passing gas. I mean dozens of time a day, and it was kind of it was kind of crazy. Was not a positive thing to go through, especially with my colleagues and roommate. Um, I'm not fully vegan yet. For me, it's the reason for my transition to mostly plant based diet is because I saw the health. I mean, I felt good eating predominantly or all plant based foods, and so um, for me, I don't necessarily have like an ethical reason to do it. I think I do agree that the food industry is corrupted and it's not as good as it should be, and especially with meat processing. And but for me as a Hmong person, meat has been a huge part of our tradition and culture, even back at the homeland and Asia. The meat is used to celebrate and a lot of different things. Practice animal sacrifice for shamanism and different things like that. And so it's a huge part of the culture, and I want to respect that. And so, but still, I know that for me, um, I tend to overeat, and I love my meats. I love all the different dishes that have meats in it, and all the Hmong dishes, and so for me to transition was allow me to be more conscious about what I'm eating, and finding balance with eating. Um, so to have a predominantly um, vegan or plant-based diet allows me to be more intentional about what I'm eating. And at times I'll have food that have meat. Well, some barriers are just I think the lack of variety. I mean, I haven't gone to Whole Foods or Trader Joe's to check out their stuff, but because I just don't shop there. I don't. It's not that far from me, but I just don't shop there. It's not my place to. I don't feel like it is my normal place of shopping for food, and even then, typically it tend to be a bit overpriced or whatever it is. So that could be a barrier, but it's also just my routine. Like I go to Cub Foods, I go to Target to get my food, and it's relatively closer. Um, some barriers too. Everybody, a lot of my friends and family are not plant based or vegan, and so when you have gatherings and things like that, and there's very few dishes that are even vegetarian or vegan. So that is a barrier too. Um, have I noticed any physical benefits while becoming vegan? I think for me, a couple months ago when I went through the whole transition, I felt more energy. I just felt like, um, I was the type of person where I didn't get enough sleep. I'm a night owl. I try to sleep in and all this stuff, and I drink like at least 1 to 2 energy drinks a day, just to make it through the day. Um, and so when I changed my diet to plant based, it was night and day. Like wow, like I didn't even need caffeine. I didn't even need my energy drinks anymore. So that was a huge plus, and so that was the huge one of the big reason why I continue to pursue plant based diet. Um, I don't think there was a huge anything else. I don't feel that much different. I just feel cleaner. I feel like uh, I just feel healthier. And my stool um, is like is it flows better. Everything comes out better. It's smoother. And I used to struggle a lot pooping and all that, but um, yeah, it's just like I may poop a lot throughout the day, but it's yeah, it's like no hassle. Uh, how has veganism impacted my psychological health? I think it's been good for me. I think mentally, um, it allowed me to, yeah, number one, eat healthier, be more intentional about what I'm eating, and conscious of, oh, I can't. It's not like I can't have that. It's like, does that fit in the plant base? Oh, it doesn't, so I'm not gonna get that. Oh, okay, maybe this does have a little bit of dairy. Okay, that's fine. I can try that. That's fine. But for me, I'm lactose intolerant anyway, so I try not to. I try to stay away from dairy. So yeah, it's been really good for me. And so but yeah, during quarantine, it's been a struggle to stay on. But now that the last 2 weeks, I've been more intentional about getting back to plant based. How has veganism impacted my social life? I mean, it not too much. Besides, oh, I can have this, I can't have that, or I shouldn't have that. That's really the thing. I can't have anything I want, really, but as I am mindful of what I'm consuming, then if my coworkers are ordering food or something, then I say, hey, can you just give me the most vegan or plant-based option, even if it's just vegetarian, but yeah, and then why go vegan? I think I don't think it's for everyone. It's not. And just like any diet or anything else, you know, everyone has to figure out what works for them. But I do think everyone should try it, because you don't know if it's going to work for you. And for me, I'm glad I tried it, and I saw a lot of benefits, and I felt like it's helpful for me to, number one, lose weight, and as well as just maintain a healthier weight and lifestyle. So yeah, I mean, I would suggest everyone to try it out, but I don't suggest that everyone should stay on it. And everyone just have to figure it out. But yeah.